Good morning, everybody. It is March the 5th, 2022 at 5:25 in the morning. And we're getting ready to have our first tournament of the year. Natural State Kayak Anglers Beaver Lake North Tournament. And it wouldn't be a tournament day without having some conditions. We got a chance of some weather. Not anything crazy, I don't think. But what we do have is wind. And it is windy. Windy. So that's going to provide another obstacle in catching some fish today. Because I think it's not going to be like a good fishing wind. I think it's like big wind. So anyway, we'll kind of have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's 64 degrees right now, which is just awesome that it's that warm. Water's been warming up. We've been in the 70s for the last 3 or 4 days. Water temperatures, I think, have been fluctuating between 45 and 47, but these warm nights these last couple days, and we had it one day where it got up to 81, so that's going to warm it up quick. Problem is, it warms up the dirtier water the fastest, and on the north part of Beaver Lake there's not much dirty water. The dirtiest water we have is maybe 3 or 4 feet visibility. And I know some people that went to some places where it was 10, 11, 12 feet visibility. So anyway, fired up to get this one going. I don't know what it's going to take to win. I don't know how I'm going to do. I haven't pre-fished at all. I have a feeling that some people are going to catch them. I also have a feeling that the majority of the field is probably going to struggle. It's just early spring fishing. It is what it is. So I'm going to get out there though, and we're going to try to get after it and give it our best effort, and we will see you guys out on the water. See anything? Yeah, I got a couple of good marks right in here that oh man, I'm seeing fish here, like active fish. Of course they're gigantic, so I'm sure they're stripers. I'm talking about they're like giant arcs. My starting spot was a long ways away, in case you guys were wondering. There's my pickup right there. So, a good 100 yards. There's some brush piles down here that I've marked in the past and that I've caught fish off of in the past. And in my, how you think about yourself doing certain things, whatever you're excited about, you think about it going a certain way, just visualizing stuff, things like that. One of them was me sitting right in here, dropping some stuff down on these brush piles to start with. Now we shall see if that was a good visualization or a bad visualization, but it ought to work. So since it ought to work, we're gonna try. And I wanted to hit it before the wind got up, because the wind is going to get up today. A lot more than what it is right now. Like a lot more. Man, what a beautiful start. 63 degrees in March. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Okay, 7 o'clock. Line's in. Here we go. See if we can't catch one of these down here in this brush. Water temperature starting out at 50. Good first fish right there. That was a good start right there. This is so dumb, but I'm doing it anyway. Because why not? This is so stupid. Water temperature is 49 degrees. And I just tied on a fluke. Yeah. That's not what the book says to do. Well, shows what the heck I know. Shows what the heck I know. I was not even kind of prepared to catch that fish. I can't believe that just happened. I mean, throttled it. I wonder if there's just, that one came off of that tree. I wonder if they're suspended around these treetops. Another one. Oh my gosh. Did we just figure something out? Did we just figure something out? Now that was a dink, and it just took the tail. That's 2 bites. One of them I missed. Don't let them start eating this thing.
would sit down next to and unburden their life story in his lap, and he'd listen. He had a wisdom and a kindness that exuded him in ways that I cannot describe. I want to tell you though, if you ever wonder why when you passed my dad and waved at him, and he didn't wave back, you're not alone. I can't tell you how many times I'd be driving across Siloam, I'd see my dad and I'm waving like a crazy person and he'd just driving by.
Dad, I miss you. I'll see you soon. And you never know, Christ could come back in the next 3 minutes. The family asked me to tell you a hunting story, and I can't. Partly because I would break down, and partly because he's lied about them so much. So I'm going to tell you a fast sort of a hunting story, because that's what Barbara wanted. I have one request, because I don't know which one of us are going to get to heaven first, except for the rapture. So don't tell Jim I told this story to Jim. When we first started hunting together for those first years, I was scared to death of Barbara. I can't tell you why, I just was. But you hope and pray that things are going to change, and they do. One night, Jim and I had come in from hunting. That's a hunting story. And Jim had helped me carry my gear into the house, and he stayed to visit a while. And Suzanne asked about Barb, and he said, oh, she's fine. Jonna was a baby. And he said, she's kind of had the blues the last day or two. And so Suzanne had this beautiful potted plant, and she hands it to Jim to take to Barb. A week or so later, we're eating out at a restaurant. We get settled in, and Suzanne turns to Barb, and she says, did you like your potted plant? And Barbara says, I loved it. How'd you know about it? Jim is sitting next to me, and I heard his chair scoot back. I thought he was going to make a run for it. And Suzanne is oblivious to this. She is talking about this plant, where she got it. And I'm looking at Jim, and the blood is draining. And Barbara starts shooting daggers across the table. And I'm thinking, this is my mentor. This is the guy that has taught me to hunt, to shoot. And I was a newlywed. We weren't newlyweds, but we were just starting out in life. Just a new dad, new husband. I'm trying to figure it all out. And I'm looking to this guy to say, he's my mentor. How's he going to handle this? And he mouths, I meant to tell you. And after that, I wasn't afraid of Barbara anymore, because Jim was just as scared of her as I was.
kidding me? Stop. Oh, that's 4. Although it wasn't early in the morning like I thought. I did come back and catch one. In the spot that I wanted to. There we go, Lemetsky. Love when you catch a lemon. Submit, and it's a small limit. But it's a limit. And it may be super tough today. Who knows, man? It may be awesome today. I have no idea. I know there's a couple guys that caught them pretty decent early, but wasn't like people were just jacking them. So anyway, we'll see what happens. That little research right there. There's a rock wall that sticks down in here. Obviously you can see it now, but it sticks way down in there. And I knew it did because I did my maps. So it was right where I needed it to be. All right, let's go try to call. They're obviously not in my brush pile. Let's go see if we can find them somewhere else. There we go. Calling, not big calls, but calling 11s. Trailer hook that one. I was never really much of a trailer hook guy. I used to always watch, or I used to always put a swim bait on the back of my spinner bait, and I may again, but earlier in the year when they're not really super aggressive, I decided, I have no proof to back this up, but I just decided that I thought maybe it might be a good time to try a trailer hook instead of a actual swim bait trailer. Just one extra hook to stick them. So far so good. Old dock bite. I can get on board with that. Nice one. Barely hooked. Oh no, he wasn't. He had 2 hooks. Okay, 3 o'clock. Time to go the weigh in. See how we did. Not very good, I imagine, but we'll go see. Okay, well, that's a wrap. First event is in the books. Ended up finishing 10th place out of 67, so pretty good first event. I will take that. Good points. Just couldn't quite get a big bite. That's okay. It's part of it. It's just fishing. So anyway, good time, and congratulations to the winners. My buddy Ryan won. He hammered them today, and my buddy James got second and big bass. So good job to both of them. So anyway, good time was had by all, and let's see, we got a couple of week break before the next one. So March 26th will be pump back. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.